Hello everybody, welcome back. Today is the video as part of the video series for Trigonometry and Algebra 2 that is designed to help you improve your skills and help you understand problems in Trigonometry and Algebra 2 courses, and also help you prep for your upcoming Reasons exam. We have one of these problems from trigonometry, where you have sine theta, cosine theta, cotangent, all that. So this particular problem is asking us to factor this trigonometric expression. It says when factored completely, what does the expression looks like? So we have four different choices. So for us to do and then find our choices, we need to know how do we do this, right? So let's do this. Let me write that problem. 16 tan theta minus 10 cube theta. Okay. So, I have been tutoring students from mini high school, and I noticed most of the time there is inconsistency of teaching when it comes to trigonometry, and often the teaching methodologies for students are pretty confusing, the way they are taught in the class. This is how would go ahead and approach this problem. Whenever you have trig identities, to help you better understand this, try to substitute. It is easier, and it is much easier when you compare to look at this problem and work with the expression, which is tan. Now is tan theta. Sometimes you may have sine theta. Sometimes you have cosine theta. All sort of these identities, right? So it's always easier to simplify your problems and help you easier to find what the solution is, right? So let's say, you know what? You don't need to write all that letter or anything. This is part of my teaching. So tan theta, let's say x is pretty popular, right? Tan theta, let's say, is equal to x. So 16x minus x cubed, right? Would that be easier? Yes, definitely. It's much more simpler than what it was, obviously, right? So 16x minus x cubed, and right away you notice x can be factored out. So let's do that. 16, and then since you factored this x, there is nothing here, so it's only 16 by itself. And then let's think of this as there are three x's, x times x times x here. Once you take one of the x outside, there are two x's left, so there are x squared that is left inside. Because when you distribute it out, you should be able to get back to original content. If you can, something is wrong. So try to match up your old terms and see if they go back and give you back what you started with, right? It's always one of the effective measures to help you, check if you're doing it right or wrong. So let's do that. Let's continue. You have x, 16 minus x squared. Okay. Every time when you see this, this format, it doesn't have to be 16 minus x squared, but a format where variable and variable, or number and a variable, in my case number and a variable, is subtracted. You see, this part is nice. I can see it is square. There is a pattern. 16 can also be raised as 4 squared, right? So let me rewrite that. 4 squared minus x squared. So you may be asking yourself a question: how do I know that? How do I know that? This is how you know. Every time you see a pattern, the number 16 is so easily be changed into some perfect square number, because 16 is a perfect square number. So you raise that to 4 squared, subtract x squared, and there is a pattern for that. A squared minus b squared is what the expression is, and if you expand it, you would get a plus b, a minus b. This is a standard expression, and you will use a lot of time in factorization, a lot of time. So every time you see this format, you are going to be following that format. So let's say 4 is a and b is my x. Just compare with that equation. Sorry about that. So when you compare this part with this, what do you get? a plus b. In my case, a is 4, b is x, and then 4 minus x, right? Okay. Is there anything more that you can do to further simplify this problem? This is the kind of concept you should always ask, like, if there is anything more. Okay, you just found out there is nothing more. Okay, there is one more thing that you need to do. Remember, you did not start a problem with x in it. The original problem had 10 theta. So guess what? I will go back and replace all my x's with what I substituted with, which is 10 theta, which is right here. So that 4 plus 10 theta, 4 minus 10 theta, right? And guess what? You just found the answer, and that answer would be right here, 3. 4 minus 10 theta, 4 plus 10 theta. It looks like 4 also be your answer, but remember, it's 4 minus 10 theta. It's not 10 theta minus 4, so don't confuse yourself. That sign changes. It is a big thing. Everything matters, including signs, right? So this is like classical trap. They give you a similar problem with reversal sign, just to trick you, but obviously you're not going to be tricked because you have your answer here. And this is how you solve problem like this in trigonometry class. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos to come.